Are you weird for wanting to text your ex? No, you're not weird for wanting to do that. I have been wanting to do that for many months, years even, okay? I've had many breakups, and each time when I broke up, I wanted to reach out to my ex. So it's not weird. You're normal for wanting to do that. In fact, it would be quite strange if you would not want to do that, because in a way, when the breakup happens, you separate and you want to maintain that sense of belonging. It's very painful to break up with someone. You have to grieve that process. It's the loss of a loved one, okay? And when we lose someone we love, we don't want to go into that feeling. We don't want to experience the grief and the pain of that loss. We want to maintain the connection, the interaction. When somebody dies, how many times you've wished that you would be able to talk to them once more, okay? And it's the same thing with a relationship that ends. So if you decided to go no contact, you can expect to want to reach out to your ex. You can expect to want to send them text messages. It's absolutely normal, and it is what I've gone through myself many times, okay? Now, is it a good idea to do that? Probably not, okay? Probably it's not a good idea because you expect a certain reply. Most of the time, you expect to feel a certain way by reaching out, okay? Ask yourself, why do you want to reach out? I wanted to reach out to feel connected again, to maintain the fantasy of the relationship that I had in my mind. I wanted to feel back like it used to be by reaching out, by feeling the connection, by being able to talk. But that's not going to happen, okay? The relationship ended and it's going to be different. You're not going to get the reply or the response that you expect to get, okay? So really ask yourself, what is the reason you actually want to reach out? Is it because you feel uncomfortable within yourself? Is it because you're afraid that they will forget about you? Is it because you long for an intimate connection with someone and he or she is the only person you can think of? What is the reason you want to reach out? And then if you can be really honest with yourself and admit that you just want to reach out to help yourself feel different, then you can decide not to reach out and do something else that can have the same effect on yourself, okay? Usually, when I feel like I want to reach out, the only thing I need is to feel connected with myself or to feel connected with someone. So I can reach out to a friend, or I can sit down and write a letter, okay? Just a letter where I reach out in my mind and I never send it. That's a great way to get rid of this urge to want to reach out, because it's normal that you feel this urge. It's absolutely normal. You're not weird because of this, and you're not a bad person because of this, okay? The only thing that's important for you to keep in mind is, what do you do with this desire? What do you do with this urge? And it's like this with anything, right? You can have the urge to do drugs, or you can have the urge to hurt someone, and then you don't have to act on that urge. You can decide not to, okay? It's the same with wanting to reach out. And so, by asking yourself, what do you expect to get out of it? Okay, think a little bit ahead. What is the future timeline that you see happening if you would send a text? What do you want? What do you crave? And then think of how you can give that to yourself without reaching out. And that way, you will build a skill set that can help you regulate your own emotions. Because basically, what you're trying to do is, right now, you feel at a certain way, you feel uncomfortable with that feeling, and you want to reach out to change that feeling. That is basically the core of why you want to reach out. You want to change your current feeling. You feel uncomfortable right now, all right? But there is a million ways to change the way you feel, and one of the best ways, for me personally, is to really explore what is the feeling that I am uncomfortable with. How can I sit with that feeling and accept it in the present moment, and what can I do to fulfill the need that I currently have? What is a need that I currently have? And a way I like to do that is to just sit down with myself, ask myself the question, why do you want to do X? Why do you want to reach out? Why do you want to engage in X behavior? Because I feel alone, because I feel scared, because I feel confused. And then, what do you need? Just ask yourself, what do you need? What do you need? And if you sit long enough and you listen closely and you open up your heart, you allow your heart to open, the answer will reveal itself to you. And in my case, personally, most of the time it's about, I want to feel connected. I want to feel calm. I want to feel at peace. I want to feel appreciated. I want to feel grateful. I want to feel compassionate. I want to feel understood. And if I can give myself this feeling in that moment, that usually solves the problem. And if I can't, I can reach out to a friend, a family member, even online. You can even post a question online. You can even comment on my videos, okay? I will reply to you. And that way you can hopefully feel a sense of belonging. That way you can hopefully meet the need you're trying to meet by reaching out, okay? But accept the fact that you feel like you want to reach out. You're not a bad person because of it. It's totally normal. Even if they totally broke your heart and they fucked you up and they did terrible things to you and you feel like you would like to reach out, it's normal, okay? It's absolutely normal. You're not a bad person for that, but you want to understand why you want to reach out. Why is it that you want to reach out, okay? And it will teach you a lot about your underlying beliefs, the meaning that you give this urge, okay? You might want to reach out and think that I am such a bad person for wanting to reach out to someone who hurt me. You're not a bad person because of that. Everybody does this. It's normal, okay? But if you don't think past this, if you don't question why you want to do that, and if you don't extract the information that's hidden there, this valuable information about your own desires, your own wants and needs, and how you can learn to meet those needs by yourself or with other people that you actually are in a relationship with, like your friends and family, then I think you miss out on a great opportunity for growth. So the fact that you feel the urge and that you want to reach out is not a problem. It really isn't. I know it feels like it is a problem. I know you experience it as a problem. There is a lot of judgments and extra thoughts attached to that urge. That's fine. That's normal. Okay, I have that too. Really. I think of myself as a bad person sometimes because I want to reach out. I'm like, I want to reach out to someone who hurt me. I want to reach out to someone I hurt. Like, why? Okay? And it's because I have an unmet need and I want to change the way I feel, and I think that reaching out is going to solve that problem, but it is not going to do that. It really isn't. So get clear on your intentions, get clear on the need that you're trying to meet, and try to meet it in a slightly different way. And this will absolutely help you dealing with this, because the more time passes, the less you will want to reach out, okay? And it's not a bad thing that you want to reach out even a year after the breakup. That's normal. I go through this myself. Sometimes I want to reach out to my exes, okay? But it's not as demanding anymore. In the beginning, it's super demanding. It's the only thing you can think of. Now it passes through my mind. I'm like, oh, okay, I would like to reach out, but I will not do it. Or if I want to, I can. You know, I did that a few times. I reached out to an ex and we just share like 2-3 messages, and then there's that. There is not much to it. It doesn't give that emotional punch. It doesn't meet the need that I'm trying to meet. It's more like, okay, I'm curious perhaps, or whatever. It's okay. Okay, it's totally fine. Unless, of course, this person explicitly told you not to contact them, then I think you should absolutely respect that, and you should not break that respect. You should be respectful towards them, okay? But it's okay, it's normal, and you don't have to worry about it. Just learn to figure out the hidden message that's there, and you will gain a lot of insight from that, and it will help you grow, and eventually it will fade. It will really fade, and you will not have this really intense urge to reach out, and even if you do, that's also fine. You can work with that, you can heal from that, you can move on from that, and everything will be okay. Alright, so I hope that helps, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, if you liked the video, feel free to leave a thumbs up. This helps to expose the video to more people who might want to learn about this topic. And if you would like to see more content like this in the future, please click that subscribe button for me. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.